Hi Aries, thanks for stopping by. All right, we're going to do messages from Spirit, what's important, what they want you to focus on right now. Let's get into it. So these are just messages that Spirit wants you to focus on right now. Okay, this first one keeps coming up for everybody, or something similar to it. There is something about give and take, okay? You might be putting a lot more energy or effort into something than others. You might be feeling rejected in some way, or this is causing you to feel like someone isn't, I don't know, people aren't considering you, considering your time and effort or your energy or your feelings, it even could be. This could have happened in the past, and something is triggering like the memory for you. There could be manipulation involved. I feel like Spirit just wants you to be aware of people that might take advantage of you in some way, okay? Okay. The next thing is you're definitely moving on from disappointments or hurts from the past. You're also seeing things very clearly, okay? Like you're much more focused maybe, or just aware. Because it could be that you feel like you should have seen something, and they're basically saying it's okay, you know, it's okay. So this Wheel of Fortune, what are we doing? This one card, yeah. Okay. So basically you were meant to maybe be unaware, because it almost feels like you were doing things for others. You could have been helping people financially too. You know, you were just being kind. You were doing what needed to be done, things like this. It's like, and then all of a sudden you realize like you were being taken advantage of, or something was, you know, unfair, something like this, okay? I'm getting like basically you weren't meant to see the truth because you needed to go through it for whatever reason. So now going forward, it's like you'll recognize that type of behavior from others, okay? There's something else though with that. Oh my gosh. There's just cards flipping all over that I didn't see. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, basically, for whatever reason, it was just part of your path, you know? And sometimes it doesn't make sense, right? Like, why you wouldn't recognize it or whatever, but it's to help you with something in the future, okay? Okay. It has something to do with like building balance and like seeing the truth of things. Okay? That's why you went through this, it feels like. But also, I also feel that there are things going on around you that you are unaware of. So it's not just these people, because these are separate messages, you guys, okay? But these two also feel connected. But yeah, there was a lack of awareness. It could be that the lack of awareness I'm picking up is just you keeping things from yourself, or I'm sorry, keeping things to yourself, like not speaking your truth type of situation, not speaking up. So if that resonates with you, there's a need to speak up, okay? If there was some sort of lack of awareness, you're coming out of that. I feel like you might have been very scattered. You might have had a lot of things going on. And so there were things that maybe you see that, like you see now that you should have focused on. This could be going on right now, you guys. So if you have like just a ton going on, make sure if certain things are a priority that you put those to the forefront. There's something about building your independence though. It doesn't matter if you're, you know, single or with somebody, or if you're surrounded by people. There's something about building your independence, like knowing when to keep your energy to yourself versus giving to others. I feel like there's something about people poking you or irritating you, distracting you, things like this. So just pay attention to that, okay? I also want to thank everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed, left comments. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And also to my returning viewers, thank you so much for coming back. I'm glad that the messages resonate with you enough for you to come back and watch more videos. So, okay. So you got number 7 cracker. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune await. So this is all about, you know, positive energy. I do feel like things are shifting here. I think, you know, one of the biggest things that I am picking up here is like, if you're giving to others, it's like you're not keeping enough for yourself. So you might have felt like exhausted or tired recently, even though none of the cards are necessarily showing that. Or frustrated because you just don't have a lot of energy for yourself. It's changing. There's also a need to be positive. It's going to help you move forward to like better things, that whole building your independence. This is also about success, okay? It can have to do with love. So like if you're single, not necessarily like you're going to meet someone, but you might move forward in a more positive way. I also feel like these messages came up because this is where you're potentially headed, okay? Especially if you're recognizing these messages, if they resonate with you, keeping more energy to yourself, you'll just naturally become more positive and move in a better direction, okay? All right, Aries, well, I hope this helps someone, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.